My name is Armaan Malhotra, and I'm pleased to present the effects of perioperative adverse events on clinical and patient-reported outcomes after surgery for degenerative cervical myelopathy. I'm presenting on behalf of a large group of co-authors whom I'm thankful for their contributions to this work. We know there's a lack of data examining the effects of perioperative adverse events on long-term outcomes for patients undergoing surgery for degenerative cervical myelopathy. Specifically, we aim to assess the association between perioperative adverse events and modified Japanese Orthopedic Association scores, as well as neck disability index scores over time. To do this, we assessed 800 prospectively enrolled patients in the Canadian Spine Outcomes Research Network Observational Cohort study. All patients were assessed with the Spine Adverse Events Severity System, which was used to collect intraoperative and postoperative adverse events. And all patients underwent repeated assessments of both NDI and MJOA scores over 2 years following surgery. We used linear mixed effects regression to assess for the influence of adverse events on longitudinal outcomes, as well as multivariable logistic regression to assess for factors associated with achieving the MCID threshold at 1 year after surgery. This is a graphical depiction of the outcome for patients with minor, no complications, and major complications. You can see that there's a significant difference in the trajectory of patients undergoing experiencing major complications, with differences in the outcome attained. The following also represents patient-reported outcome measure plots. You can see in the top left panel that a similar trend for NDI appears, that there's a different trajectory of reduced magnitude of benefit in NDI among patients who experience major adverse events. Stated in a different way, major adverse events increased NDI on average by 6.8 points and lowered MJOA by 1.5 points over follow-up. Major adverse events reduce the odds of patients achieving MCID targets at 1 year after surgery for both MJOA and NDI, and both minor and major adverse events prolonged length of stay. We demonstrated in our work that major adverse events were associated with reduced functional gains and worse recovery trajectories for patients undergoing surgery for degenerative cervical myelopathy. Occurrence of major adverse events reduced the probability of achieving MJOA and NDI MCID thresholds at 1 year post-surgery. Thanks very much.